Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up. And the Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Stanford's offense will get the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take...
There he goes! Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. They'll keep it on the ground. Fights off a defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. It's complete to the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This is the 7th play of the drive as they come to the line on 3rd and goal. He's looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So UCLA's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Makes the catch. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First and 10. They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. On the move is the 30. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Thomas. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. Touchdown, Bruins! Great job by the back on the option. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Brown wants to pass. Connection to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. Right down the gut of the field. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Wide open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
10, UCLA, 7.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He rifles one deep down the right side. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Hauls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's 4. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. This time it's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Brown will throw it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He splits the upright. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Using the quick game. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. On the ground, it's Berger. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He'll pull it on the read. Jukes his way for more. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Oh, they're after him! And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And you remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job holding on to the rock.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Bruins need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. He's stopped short, and it's 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Speeding down the left side. It's a seam wide open. What a play there. He's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill. DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made. But it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Here comes the heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Matthews. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go back to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Third down coming.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They booted away on fourth down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Finds his tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It's on target and complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Grabbed over the middle, it's Matthews. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking for a big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. What a cut. Now he's loose. And the returner will be brought down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
3rd down coming.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David,